Hello, everybody, and of course, welcome to the Hall of Fame show right here with Bruce Commander Garrett. And then reminding everyone that I have my dynamite guest here, Mr. Ken Phillips with the Valley of Economic Alliance.
Thank you,
Ken,
Bruce.
I have one question I wanted to start right off. We've had some fantastic people. On behalf of the World Center Broadcast Media, we're excited about being a part of what's coming. But share with everybody what's coming up on March 16th.
Sure. On March 16th, the Valley Economic Alliance is co-hosting an event in the San Fernando Valley, which is a TechX type event, an expo. And in there, we have three wonderful speakers that will go ahead and identify what are some of the local solutions to help businesses and residents reduce their overall cost.
You know, I was waiting to ask this question. The reason I wanted to do that because so much is going to come up that we're going to talk about. But we first want to know, what is the Valley of Economic Alliance and what is it all about? I know, and you can see the doctor and the other wonderful people know, but you have been doing some fabulous things to help people. Share with our viewers out there.
Sure. So the San Fernando Valley is made up of 175,000 businesses and 1.9 residents. What we are the caretakers of at the Valley Economic Alliance is all the people that live, work, learn, and play in the San Fernando Valley. So as an example with the project that we're talking about, which is TechX and along with the fair, is that we go ahead and identify with four major initiatives: economic development and workforce education, livable communities, and also marketing the region. We identify the things in particular that are important to those people that live, work, and play in the San Fernando Valley. And we try to go ahead and provide education and resources in order to go ahead and make their lives better.
How does a business, or how do you find the people?
Okay, so
I know you have an organization, but how does that process work?
So we have a little over 100 board members from a lot of different walks of life. So the presidents of the local colleges and community colleges, presidents of the banks and CPAs and attorneys. And we have individuals from local not-for-profits all together to focus in on what are the things in particular we want to make the Valley better. They know some of these individuals, or they come to us because many of the projects that we do, we're always seeking who are the best and the brightest in the community.
Fantastic. Well, I want to first talk about, before we talk about this March 16th, the 19th, and we had two wonderful doctors on sharing about stem cell.
Right.
What about that organization?
Okay, so the event that you're talking about is the HealthX. It's at Valley College on April 19th. That event is interesting to say the least, because some of the new innovative technologies has everything to do with health. And the Dr. Hanai and Dr. Fishman that you had on, they were talking about a new way of performing surgery without having to cut into you. Could you imagine having to go ahead and be able to fix many different types of things, knees, ankles, arms, be able to have back surgery without it cutting into you? All using your stem cells, so you won't have the rejection sometimes you'll have from other stem cells that you get. But it's a regenerative type of process. It's a great way of getting things done.
And coming up on the March 16th, this event, is this the first for this type of X?
No. So we've done other X events before, these types of events. Typically the way they work is you have speakers, usually 15 minutes each, and then you have several different demonstrations. This one has 2 demonstrations. Speakers get 15 minutes, demonstrations get 5 minutes. And
fantastic.
Yeah.
What are you feeling? Has this project been proven to be a successful project that's been taken on by the Valley Economic Alliance?
It has, for a lot of reasons. Number one is, have you ever had it to where you go to an event and someone gives their remarks and you know they're going to be on for an hour and you don't connect with them at all, and you go, boy, I'd love to have that hour back. Now, we've always had good marks regarding the speakers that we have, but they speak for 15 minutes also. So they're getting their word in without telling a bunch of jokes, without saying a lot of filler words. They're very direct on what their offerings are. So if you don't like that particular speaker, you only have 15 minutes invested instead of an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours.
Now, how long is this event going to last, by the way?
Sure. So the TechX event starts at 9:30. It goes on for an hour and a half. Concurrently, we also have an expo. that goes on. So we have a little over 50 businesses, some of which in the tech, some of which are more resource oriented, and people can go to those different booths to better understand how they can reduce their cost and improve performance in their business.
Fantastic. You know, I want to congratulate you here live on WCOBM, the World Center Broadcast Media here in Hollywood, because we had the honor, Julia Jean and I, out to see you.
Sure.
That award was for the distinguished. Would you share that with our
Sure,
audience, please,
sure.
in that organization?
So the organization that recognized me through Lucene is a national entrepreneur program, and they recognize some of the people around the world that are doing great work.
Absolutely.
The Valley Economic Alliance, and specifically me, I've met with and helped a little over 9,000 businesses in my lifetime. So this was a lifetime achievement award for entrepreneurs. So it was very nice. The other ones are more focused on industry, entertainment, finance, and so forth. But that was very nice of them to go ahead and be able to give me that recognition.
Well, I want to give you a hand because
Thank
we
you.
was glad. Thank you for being your tape and being your beautiful family and all.
Yeah.
Well, as we wrap this up, it's going to be March the 16th here in Southern California. The exact address and location, please.
Sure. So it's in Studio City, and they can go to our website.
Studio City.
They can go to our website, thevalley.net.
Just that easy. Valley.net. And find out. We're excited and glad to be a part of
Thank
this. Looking forward to it. I see you got a chance to meet our host, Joanne Powell. Is going to be, interviewing a lot of the people there as well. And more important, what's one final word? Because as always, as the Hall of Fame show, I ask entrepreneurs and people who come on, if you could just ask the world anything, looking at that camera, what would you
Sure.
like to say? It could be about anything.
So, wouldn't it be great if all of these visionaries come together at one place to go ahead and solve the problems? Life sometimes is a marathon, but sometimes it's a sprint. And if we can work together for a very short period of time, it's amazing what can be accomplished.
Give everybody that name again.
The Valley Economic Alliance. Our website is thevalley.net.
And your name?
Ken Phillips with the Valley Economic Alliance. I'm the president and CEO.
I want to say hello
Yeah.
to Ken, his wonderful guests and staff. Thank them
you.
for working with us so close. And more important, everybody, we at the World Center Broadcast Media are looking forward to being a part of this event coming on March the 16th. Again, thank you so much for being on the Hall of Fame. This is Bruce, Commander Garrett, and we look forward to speaking with you again.